My name is Legendibus, and welcome back to episode 12 of We Who Are About to Die. In this episode, we're going to try and get our character as far up the ranks as possible, as we have now attained the rank of Living Legend. In the last episode, we also are struggling to repair all of our equipment, so we are trying to see what we can do there. I know there is an upgrade here for the blacksmith durability, so we shall look into that at some point. I think this becomes more apparent in the later game. So let's see what we have available to us. A level 15 1v1, which is 3 levels above what we are currently doing. A level 14, 2 levels above. And a many versus many. I think, suppose to the victor, it might be beneficial to try and do the level 14, get that lump sum of money. But let's first see what kind of betting we have, which doesn't really matter, as we do not have the cash for it. What is this here? Oh, we can immortalize him. It'll be the first time we have done something like this. And I think it does net us some sort of bonus. So let's try that. You've single-handedly proven aspiring can be a choice, not a burden. You embody the dream of all young, wide-eyed spectators. The impact of your career ripples through the blood-stained industry. Scholar around Tarantia have gained respect, and a better, more open communication grows between the arenas, their patrons, and their scholae. Your achievements have immortalized you, one of few aspired. Legacy. New aspirants begin with an additional match option unlocked. Well, that's fantastic. Not really the way that I wanted to start this episode, but at least we can have an option of 4 fights now, I think. But this is a new character right here, called Kundra Titos. He is a criminal scum. He's not really particularly skilled in any of the weapon proficiencies, and we will start with the 2,900 gold. His victory condition is win over the elites and patrons of Tarantia, which is 20,000 reputation, and reach 80% or more favor with all patrons. So we'll try and do that in the meantime, but we'll accept him and see what we have available to us. Okay, we do have a very nice looking helmet here, far too expensive for this early game. But we can afford this left arm armor, which I remember the last time we had a criminal scum, it was hard to try and get his armor up on his arms, so we'll try and purchase that. In terms of the fights that we have here, this is most likely going to be a one versus many. Let's see what we have here in the 4th card, which is new to us since it was never there before, and we only unlocked that recently now with the new aspirant progressing further. So we'll just check here. We do need 2,000 for this here. We should start working towards all of these items as soon as we can. And yes, let's purchase the left arm. There's nothing else really that we want to get here unless the shield. But we can always get a shield elsewhere. And the earlier fight isn't so dangerous, so I'm pretty sure we could try and win those while getting this left bracer. We can always try and sell the spear that's here as well, but that's not going to net us enough to purchase the shield. What we can try and do though is we can hold it for the next fight or next week, and then we can purchase it then. So let's do this wildcard fight here for the large amount of money as well as the fame. Okay, it looks like he only has a pole weapon, so it shouldn't be too hard, especially in this early game. So we'll just hit him a couple of times here with this rusty weapon of ours. Not particularly good, but if they drop anything for us to use except for that, I'll gladly pick it up and use it against this enemy. But we're doing a slight amount of damage here. Not too grand, but we are chipping away here and there. Okay, block that one. If there would be any sword that would drop, that would be amazing. But doesn't seem like the crowd wants to grant us such pleasures. So we'll just keep zapping this man against the face with the sword that we have here, as it doesn't really cut so well. Alright, he seems quite adept at blocking us, which we want to try and avoid. There we go. And once more, there we go. Okay, got rid of his weapon. I really need to change this weapon where possible, as it just feels like it's tickling the enemy. Alright, we have managed to win this fight. Got the largest amount of gold that we could in that situation, except for the 1 versus many fight. So we have healed up 17 to be at full health again. And the items that we asked him to hold is still there. So we will purchase the shield here, as well as first look what fights we have for us. Again, a 1v1. It's a level 2 for a -3 host. Luck of the draw, people go in without weapons. 1-8 pit fight, so that's probably going to be a group fight of 4. Almost correct. Group fight at 6. 1v many, that's also highly risky. I think what we'll do is, depending who this is for, and the betting, when under 3 minutes, I'm sure we could do that in this fight here. So that nets us a lot of money. So I think we're actually going to do that. Too bad we can't bet on this one as well. But let's place this bet. It leaves us with 390. And with that 390 we will purchase 2 training equipment and only train a small amount of stamina. People have suggested that I can do 2 trainings at once. I usually don't like doing that because as you do 2 trainings, as you see, we get 0.1 stamina skill here, which is tiny, but as soon as you go with swords or something like that, you need more training gear, as well as it lowers your initial training to begin with. And usually I tend to use different weapons for every character. Probably not a good idea, but I like to train the stamina up first. So what we'll do is we'll do this fight here for the -3 and 1.7 thousand. Alright, looks like our opponent is fairly lightly armored, but he is ready to attack, so we'll just take a few pot shots here. And yeah, this weapon definitely does feel like it only tickles people. There we go. If we could have got his sword, that would have been amazing, but it doesn't seem like we can right now. Never mind. Looks like he gave it to us willingly. He managed to grab a different sword anyway, so looks like we're back to square one, but we did manage to get a better one here to hit him with. Slice a bit of damage there, give him a bit of a stab, and an overhead. And there we go. We have taken him down with minimal effort on our end, and we barely sustained any damage in that fight. We have ranked up once more, so we will get the max HP. Damn. Okay, Fever struck us this time round. And that damages our health anyway. We cannot place any bets this time either. So let's first see what we have here before we place the order there to heal ourselves. Many versus many. Let us try and first see what we can do here. Oh, okay, we can't bet anyway, so there's no point in that. There is a scholar upgrades which we cannot do anyway, and we cannot train because of our fever. So what we'll want to do is let's use the free healing and see what else is available to you. Shield pan, no, we already have one of those, and we already have a left arm armor. So in this case, I'm not going to want any of these. We'll maybe unlock one of these, which nets us a spiked club, which is a hell of a lot better than what we are currently carrying, and it worked out well for us in the past. So we'll take this and try and go into the next fight. We are using our fame this time round, so let's see what we can go against here. It's many versus many here, and a many versus one. This one nets us slightly more. I'd rather do this one here. It's a level 1 for slightly less cash than the level 4 here. Although it doesn't really matter too much, but that is what I have decided to do. Alright. There is our ally, who looks lightly armored compared to the man that we are trying to fight here. Oh shit. Okay. All I've managed to do was hit our friend in the head, but I want to try and avoid doing too much damage to him, so I'll decide to fight this man here, who has decided to attack him, or attack me on his own accord. There we go. I want to try and hit him and keep our friend alive. That is the most courteous thing I can do at this point. Just give him a block there, hit him in the head, and do a overhead swing. I don't know what the hell that was. It was supposed to be overhead, but it just looked like I lunged towards him with everything. Okay, knocked him in the head. I actually hit his head off, crushed it, or whatever you want to call it. And we're going to do the same to this enemy here. There we go. Not quite the crush, I think. It's just hidden under his body there. And we have netted a reasonable amount of gold, not too much. We have ranked up once more. We are getting lucky with these, so we'll get a max HP once again. And get some urgent repairs for our male coif. Let's see what we have again available to us to sell. And let's check what we have over here. There's a 1v1 here, which is a large amount of money compared to this one here, so I don't really want to do this one. It's a level 4, but we're level 3, so that's not too bad. We might end up doing that. And what is this fight? Many versus many, spoils to the victor. Let's do this 1v1. Let's first see what we have to fight with here. And nothing in particular I want to bet on there. So what we are going to do here now is, there is a bit of shield here to purchase. Quite a lot better, actually. Strong against cleaving damage. How much left is of the shield? too much left. We cannot purchase one of those. The sells for 0 anyway, so let's take that away there. Okay, we cannot afford this as much as I would love it. So we will purchase... Obviously we can't purchase anything in the area here yet, unless we had enough for the scholar upgrade, yeah, sorry, who was who are about to disinfect. I could wait until next round, but now that the shield is available, I would rather purchase it. I'm still contemplating. Let's just make sure here. Alright, sir. Alright, we do that. We can always do that upgrade at a later stage. We don't exactly need it right now. But as I say that, we are a little bit low on health. Anyway, so do that one purchase, and we should be fine. And we'll purchase 3 training gears, and we shall train for those 3. We'll go into this fight here and try and net as much as we possibly can in this situation without betting, as there's nothing really worth betting on. Alright, I've moved to the center of the ring, and my opponent is taking his time to enter, but he seems a little bit unfair for level 4, holding a massive mace, massive armor, but he doesn't seem to be very skilled in what he is using. Never mind, I say that and he's immediately blocking me. Don't hit me. Okay. He tossed his mace for, or hammer, in favor of a mace. Don't know where the hell you got that from, but there it is, hitting me, flying. I am doing quite a bit of damage to him, as long as he doesn't toss it again. It looks like he is. There it is. I'm getting used to telling when they are going to do that. I have had a run ended by a spear to the face before, but there he is, laying in a crippled pile. Right, we didn't net too much damage there, so we should get quite a bit of healing at the end of this round, which means we don't need to heal ourselves. There's a polearm, a hammer, sort of which he was using, could possibly be the exact same one. There is a shield here, which we do not need, a double-handed sword, which we aren't going to need, and a very strong helmet. So what I want to do here, in this case, I don't want to purchase this one yet. I am running into a problem here. We don't need this one there, so we'll sell that. We'll keep this open. I don't want to use too much just yet, so we can actually afford some of these upgrades over here. But let's first see if we need to place any bets this week. There is a 1v1 here, level 3, for 2-2. Let's slowly check what is available here. One, can't reveal that one, and can't reveal this one. We'll most likely do this fight here if our betting goes our way. Get 4 kills, public favor. I would like to do that, but public favor is a little bit iffy still. So I'm going to leave that for now. That feels like it's just going to be a waste of cash if I do that. And there's nothing else really I can do here. Maybe the price cut. Let's do a price cut, and we cannot do that because we are in sufficient fame. So maybe in this case I want to train again, just so I can work towards something this week as well. Let's do this fight and try and net us as much as we can here. And as for the host, Jordius with a 2% rating right now. Once again, we're in a little pit arena against somebody with just a log, it seems. Maybe it's one of those better clubs. Yeah, it looks like one of those better two-handed clubs rather than a log. I don't know why he's taunting me at the moment when he's getting his ass handed to him right now. So, yeah, I'm not too worried about this fight at all, actually. know why I swung immediately straight into his weapon there, but he is dead anyway. Alright, we entered ourselves a, I would call a medium amount of gold there, considering our level. Definitely get our stamina skill up, which raises to 73.1. Alright, we are now back up at full health, and we are just shy of purchasing the upgrade. Let's first see what we have available to us. There is an armor here on our right hand side, but what many of you have suggested is to try and push that upgrade first. So let's sell this small shield that we have here, so we have enough money, and we will do the we who are about to disinfect. Okay, so we have purchased that. I don't think I'm going to purchase this one here, as it's not worth it right now. And we will see what kind of fight we have here next. Here is a 1v1. Seems like a fairly easy one, and that'll get our ranking up with Allura from 15. Let's first see what we have available here. Also not worth our time. Seems like the 1v1s for this character is the better option, as they seem to be netting him quite a bit more cash. But let's first see what we can bet here with. I would have loved to do the 1 minute one, but we are currently out of cash. Probably should have looked there first, but I don't know why I pushed reveal there. No matter, we shall start this fight and see where it goes. Alright, he does seem fairly armored with some shiny gear. Again, we're against a maceman, which we haven't really seen so much in the past. So I don't know what is up with this. But we are hitting his unarmored side anyway, which is the weaker side of weapons that he's using right now. That looks like he was about to throw, but... Ooh. Okay. It can do a hell of a lot of damage if I'm not careful. And I'm not being careful immediately. Alright, block that. Let's just... I think the shield was strong against crushing damage anyway. But damn, that thing is powerful. But so are we. So, I think I'm going to keep my distance and... Ooh, attack where I can. There we go. Okay, that strategy seems to have worked. I see why the fight was a little bit harder now as well. I mean, in terms of payment. So that would make sense. We have ranked up once more. We can get movement skill or physician treatments. Let's get the movement skill for now. And see where we can move to next. We got a basic chucker here, which we don't need. We got another shield. Our one is still doing alright, so we don't need to replace it anytime soon. The helmet is worse than what we're currently wearing, as well as the swarring stacker. I never want that damn thing. Alright. What we can try and check now, we cannot afford this one here to net us a negative 20 price cut. Positive 20, I don't know how the percentages would work in that situation. So we'll purchase that once, alright, and then go check what kind of fights we have. Again, we have a 1v1 here, which seems to be the theme of this character right now. When within 5 minutes, that I can definitely do, regardless of what I'm fighting. It's negative 5 there, so maybe we should do that. 1, 2, 1, 1, and this one is 9, 4. Okay, we're definitely going to try and do this fight here. I don't know why the 1v1s seem to be netting us quite a bit of cash this time round, but I am not complaining. Let us start this fight here. Alright. That is a large silhouette of the man that we're about to fight. So I'm not too happy about this, but we'll use the skills that we learned recently to our advantage. Alright, we did hit a direct hit to his head earlier, and we only got 0.9 of damage and a 0.8. So I think this isn't a great strategy right now. Maybe upside the head rather than the top of it. Should be fine. But he is doing us a lot of damage there with the stab. And he tossed his weapon. Let's try and keep him away from it. There we go. Alright. Oh, he went to go grab a branch rather than his weapon. Never mind. And he has it. Come on. There we go. I want to do that a few more times. Get him down before he stabs us again with that weapon. Which he has done already. Alright. We're just going to turtle up here a little bit. Oh shit. 3.7 damage. Turtle up again. It would be a shame to die in this situation. Turtle up. Hit him. Never mind. And we'll move backwards again. Maybe not too far back. Perfect. Alright. I think I only won there because of his own incompetence of throwing his weapon all the time, but I'm glad that he did. Alright, we have ranked up once more to proven. Let's definitely get the shield skill back up. So we are a little bit better with that. How is our weapon doing? It is on a little bit of the damage side, but we are doing fine regardless. Brace on the left. It would be nice to have that, but it's a bit too expensive right now. A better left leg. We'll keep an eye on that, but for the time being, what we want to do is buy the cheapest scholar and then purchase a health upgrade. Not upgrade, but healing. And let's first see what battles we have to fight with. A 1-5, a 2-3 many versus many, level 6. We are level 6 anyway. A pit fight for 1-8. How much is this? 2-3. That seems like the better fight to do. Or many versus many, 1-3 for a -10. Hilarious. Let's first see what we have here. 2 dismemberments. I'm using a club. When within 2 minutes. That would net us a lot more money, but there's nothing really here I'm confident of winning in 2 minutes. So we shall most likely go for this fight here, but let's first try and do some training first. What somebody has also suggested is that in these group fights, we might as well try and get the most out of the training. So in this case would be outrageous training, and that would require 5 training kits. So let's do that. That'll get us 10 stamina skill. And we shall try this method out here. See if it works out in our favor this time around. Right, it looks like we are against some beefy men. But we should be fine, as we do have quite a few allies, and we can sneak behind the enemy and just smack them from behind. Our stamina, as you can see, has been lowered quite a bit, but we should be fine here. Never mind, I fell off, so let's just hit them from behind here. All of my hits seem to have missed. Let's just hit this man. Or try to at least, but none of my attacks seem to be working in any shape or form. I don't know why he's able to run around so fast, but let's block him here. Okay. I Don't know where he's getting all that speed from, but it's scaring me a little bit. And I dropped my weapon. Would you be so kind to allow me to pick it up, please? Thank you. I kind of feel bad for having to kill that man now, since he waited for us to pick up our weapon for a fair fight. But there's no such thing as fair in the gladiator world. Actually, I would like to gang up on this man rather than the other one down there. Oh shit. He almost hit us with that trident. So we'll just move in here. I am missing a bit. I did get a little bit of damage here, so come on. Let's block here again. Shit, he did manage to kill our friend and our... Oh shit. Alright, there's one down. Let's try and assist our ally there where we can. Or at the very least survive this fight, so we can kill the other man that's down there. We did get his chest armor dead. And I don't know what happened to his arm there earlier on. So let's just smack him and we have won. We managed to survive with one ally, which isn't so bad I suppose, as we didn't need to do a 1v2 or even a 1v3 in that situation. We did get our favor up for Jordius. And okay, definitely 3 shop rolls. Shop increases by 35%. It has become very apparent that I need to get more body armor, but I think we'll look into that at the next week. But first, let's see. We can get extraordinary for now. Actually, I'm going to keep that around just in case we can net ourselves a mid-gear chest armor for cheap. But let's first see what we have available to us here, and I'll check out betting at the same time. Maybe the 5 kills if possible, but I doubt that's going to happen here. A negative 13. Again, it's a 1v1. Let's keep checking what we have available. I don't know why the 1v1s are so good in this run at the moment, especially being a wild card. Like the draw, so we go in without our weapons. So let's first see what we can do in terms of that. Because we are going out without weapons, so let's heal one more time here. Just get a little bit of healing in. And we will get a small amount of training in here as well. A 4.4 and 200 stamina skill learning rate. It didn't cost us too much either. So our stamina rate is 75.3 right now. Hopefully we can get that up a bit more and get better armor. Let's start this fight here and try and grab ourselves an extremely strong weapon in the beginning. So we can do quite a bit of damage here, as long as he's not very armored. But we have already made our way to the Tarantian arena. I think the only bit of armor upgrade that we did so far is the left arm armor. So I'm not too happy once again with the armor curve. Okay, there's a sword. If only we can find a shield now, I'd be happy. There's just an axe on the ground. Let's keep running around. Okay, he managed to find himself a shield. There's one. Come on, Mr. Rysat. Besides for his shield, he doesn't seem to be very armored. So, oops. Let's move over here away from the grass so I can see him a bit better. Come on. There we go. That didn't work so well. Right, we did a bit of an overhand there. I'll do a stab to the face. Didn't work out so well. Another overhead. Block him down that way and hit him in the face. That did not work. So what we're going to do now is try and avoid any more damage. And never mind. Okay. Just wait for him to attack here. None of my strategies are working. this fight for some reason. Let's try and hit that way. Block to the right. And hit him once more. He's trying to stab with an axe. It's not gonna work out in his favor too well. Block down that way. Alright. I'm getting a bit of damage here, but we take off his tricep as well as his head. Okay, we have won this fight. That does quite a bit of gold as well as the... yeah, well, it's just the base gold there. And we've ranked up to Leg Shaker. Once again, we can get a max health upgrade. And we have gained 1,500 fame for an event over here. Let's first see what else we have available here to us. Very strong armor, but it's nothing that I would want right now. Left leg, worse than what we're currently using. Let's purchase the upgrade here. Slightly better left leg, but do we really want that right now? Let's purchase this for 400 and this, I think it's high time we start doing that, as we do have quite a bit of gold, and we will try and reroll our shop here shortly. Let's first weigh our options over here. Once again, the 1v1s seem to be paying out quite a lot. Luck of the draw, aspirants going without weapons. And this one here is a 2v1, not going to do that unless betting forces us to. Out of those bets, there's nothing really we can do, so we're either going to do this fight or this fight. I think I'll go for this one, luck of the draw again, and go in without our weaponry. That'll end up saving our weapons for later on, as we do need a new mace or something over here. But I would like to try and get new chest armor in the meantime, which I already have found one after the first reroll, which is a Myrodon Militia Cuirass. Let's put this on, so we are looking a bit more better, and we can do a bit more damage as well. It would have been nice to get this armor here as well, but luck is not on our side in terms of that. Anything else that we can do besides for train? Doesn't seem to be the case, so let's get 3 of these and train for the 3 amount. Let's do the luck of the draw fight. We can't do any bets as there is nothing there available for us. Alright, let's first run in here, see what we have available. There's a sword of sorts. It's a very rusted one, don't want that. Okay, mace, I'm happy with this. Keep running, keep running, keep running. An axe. No, I'll keep the mace. Let's keep running. What's this? I think there's a tiny shield here. Shit, we missed our opportunity to get the shield. But let's do as much damage as we can here while he's sort of on the ropes. Get the shield. Okay, that wasn't a shield there, I think. It's just maybe a jug or something. Yep, was a jug, which you wanted to grab anyway. It's a shield. One of these weird, very half-moon round shields. Keep blocking it. Let's get him away from that spear. Let's keep running. Okay, with the shieldman, you want to try and hit him overhead. So let's try and do that, and fail immediately. Alright, our shield cannot raise that much to avoid his attacks from the spear, so it's kind of useless. But we are getting some damage in on him. Hopefully he doesn't hit us for too much. While he's hitting us with the back of the spear, we'll try and do damage here. Let's Move around him. Let's see if we can get some sneaky hits in here. We did once or twice, but for .9s isn't very useful. Okay, block that one. Come on. Okay, I am sweating here a little bit. Trying to win, and we have managed to do it. Okay, I thought we were going to lose against that man with his little spear, but apparently we didn't. We get to rank up again, and we will take the fame rather. We'll put it back into it, get some stamina regen. It doesn't really matter about the healing, that we can always do ourselves. And we should be fine in regard of everything else. Let's first do one little bit of healing first. Go check our shops, our missions that we have to do, fights. 3-2 there, cannot do that one. We'll most likely do this many versus many here, or possibly this one, depending on the bets. When within 2 minutes, I have enough money, I'm going to try and go for it. But then we are going to do this fight here, luck of the draw once again. We can preserve our weaponry. So let's do that, let's heal up once more. And not heal up any further for now. Let's just make sure there's nothing else in the shop here that we would want. We would want to try and get armor over here. Let's try and reroll once more, try our luck. If nothing, we shall move on. We do have something called a tenderizer, which isn't as durable as what we currently have. But it might be beneficial to buy. We'll just weigh our options here. Let's purchase it now that we can actually. Unlock this. And we should be fine here in regards of the next fight. So let's do that. We have placed our bet. And we shall have the very last fight of the episode with this one. Alright, let's first run in here, grab some sort of weaponry. He's taking our weapon. I want to grab this here, as well as this horrible shield again. Right, they don't seem to be too strong. We'll go after this man. He did get himself a shield, but should be no match for me. And my amazing skills, yeah. There we go. Right, the overhead wasn't working in our favor there. I'll just hit him once more. Right, he is blocking us once again. Come on. Just need to get around his defenses, hit him a couple more times. We did do a lot of damage to him earlier on, so I don't see why he wouldn't go down soon. Try and attack, please. There we go. And I missed that opportunity. Set that shield out the way. Do an overhead. Alright. Let's get them to hit each other while I do a little bit of damage here. There we go. Sort of worked. I still did the killing blow though, so I'm happy. And I do have something sticking out of me. Could you stop turtling up, my man? Perfect. Let's hit him there and get him once more. Small amount of damage. Block that one and try and hit him again. Small amounts. And one more hit should end him, hopefully. Come on. Right, he's does seem to be dodging everything we're trying to do. There we go. Finally took him down. Alright, we didn't say stay in too much damage there, at least. Not that I would be unhappy about. So, we have ranked up once again. We are using maces, so I would like this rather than the reputation there. So we have ranked up to champion, and we shall accept this. We'll use one more shop item. Thank you. And yes, so we have ended the episode here on quite a good note. We're not in any dangerous position this time round. So yes, let's end this episode here, and I shall see you guys in the next one.